Was dropped. Pop. Grand finale was popping. Forever doing me. What up? NYC Julian was really good. Javier was popping. Roscoe James, what up? Louis V was populating. Populating. Take this hood off before I get smashed. No, I'm on the check-in, man. Nah, man, just on the check-in early in the morning. I got a new episode dropping later on today. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna drop that just yet. You heard? But I got an episode that's on the trigger right now. Trigger the Gambler, you heard? Got a joint on the trigger right now, baby. Know what I mean? What's goody? I told you I'm dropping 30 days in a row. I've done these things before when I wasn't even thinking about it or trying to do it. But since things popped off and my workload got 30 times more than what it was before, it's hard to drop 30 days in a row now because I be having too much on my plate. You heard? So for me to drop 30 days in a row right now is showing extreme discipline. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm 4 days in so far. I'm 4 days in on that 30, baby. See if I could pull it off. If I go for 30, I'm gonna wanna go for 60. I mean, if I go for 60, I'm gonna wanna go for 90. After 90, I'll chill out. You heard? If I drop 90 days in a row, I'm different. You heard? Let me raise this brightness up because I can't see. Nathan's Famous Franks. You heard? Killer Man was popping. Canarsie was really good. Big Dice was populating. Crown Heights on the check-in was popping. Child's Play Beach was populating. My nigga Story of Thomas was popping. We gotta go in, bro. Holla at me. I need some jail stories. I feel like I'm neglecting jail stories, man. I've been in the streets for the last month. I just been all in the streets. I feel like I'm neglecting Rikers Island in the pen, man. You heard? Gotta put some pen work in. Young La, nah, bro. I ain't never been to Newburgh, but I know about Newburgh. I know about the Berg, you heard? Slim Blunt Gang in the building. This blunt is extra slim and baggy because I'm on the last of the Mohicans right now. You heard? Last of the Mohicans tweaking. Aaron Jefferson was populating. SC was really good. Detray's Betts was populating. Matt Russell, you already know. Slim Blunt Gang in the bilch. Slim Blunt Gang is in the building. Slim Blunt Gang is in the building. My hands dumb ashy. I be getting out of the shower. I won't be putting no type of lotion on. Nigga be dried in a motherfucker. I'm saying though, was popping. D Stokes was really good. Davey and Fraser was really good. Repping Boys and Girls High School was popping. Shout out to Boys and Girls. Hassan Precise was popping. Almost Missed You in the Building was really good. Keto Blow, what up? Rap Zone TV, what's really? The Iron Man, what's populating? You probably talking about Psalms 35. Psalms 35 for when you locked up. Psalms 35 and 71. 71 is to make your court case. 71 is to make a court case go in your favor. 35 is to get out, of the captivity. The key to it though, man, it gotta be some, you feel what I'm saying? It works regardless, but it works even better when, you got jammed up for some shit you wasn't supposed to get jammed up for. That's when the universe really has remorse over you. Now, you know what I mean? You can't just run down the block, shoot 12 niggas, and then go in the can and say the Psalms. You feel what I'm saying? But if you got jammed up and you really regretful of being jammed up, you tap into that shit, nigga, it's over. Ask my nigga Saquon. Ask Saquon. Saquon just came out the can. You think I wasn't in the can telling that nigga when he was in the can? I was like, say that Psalms 35 and 71. He was writing that shit down. All right, I got it. I said, get that Bible and say that Psalms 71. I beat 3 charges with that shit. I beat 3 charges with the Psalms. That's a fact. 2 Allen charges. 2 times I was on Rikers Island, I beat them shits. And then one time when I was in Phoenix House, when I was the only motherfucking Phoenix House drug program for weed, nigga. My parole officer hated me so much, they just railroaded me, my nigga, and threw me in an inpatient program. I told this story. If you ain't ever see that story on my page, put in St. Laz Slim Blunt. This is when I said some shit like Slim Blunt's had me in motherfucking the drug program. You heard? Locked up in the Bronx. I don't know, no, it's not the Locked Up in the Bronx episode, but that's another episode. I was locked up in the Bronx. You feel what I'm saying? But the episode I'm talking about is locked up in a drug program. Put in St. Laz, locked up in a drug program. Shit had me stressed, nigga. That shit is worse than doing time in jail. Word up. Psalms 35 for to get out of captivity, and 71 is a bunch of Psalms that work for shit, for jail shit, but Psalms 35 and Psalm 71, those is the main joints. Like I told you in my story, I'm plugging my stories. If you never saw the story on how I discovered the Psalms, put in St. Laz beef with 100 Bloods on Rikers Island. That's like my biggest story that I got on my chin. That my story, beef with 100 Bloods on Rikers Island. Watch that episode, and it'll tell you how I discovered the Psalms and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Dread nigga put me on to that shit. And I've been busting out of the penitentiary ever since, nigga. Straight up. I don't ever want to have to use these Psalms again. You know what I mean? Niggas used to think I was crazy in OBCC, nigga. Niggas be like, what you doing, son? I'd be like, I'm going home. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Like, yo, son, you Muslim? Nah, I'm not Muslim, my nigga. I'm meditating to the universe. This is God body shit. You heard? Who made the Holy Quran a Bible, nigga? These books was written for the black man that'll be lost in the wilderness of North America. You feel me? I'm lost in the wilderness of North America, my nigga. I came over here. I came over here by force. You feel what I'm saying? So when you call upon the universe for that fairness, the universe is a fair motherfucker. The universe be like, all right, man. Now I mean, the nigga on Rikers Island, you know what I mean? But let's weigh the shit. Nigga from Brownsville, nigga was born here, nigga pops was getting high, nigga, but you know what I mean? The universe be like, all right, man. You know what I mean? Get that nigga out that can. Told you, nigga, I'm a maniac. Nobody never did what I did, nigga. I used to go in the courtroom, nigga. I used to go in the courtroom, nigga. And while the judge and the DA is talking, I say the fucking Psalms to myself out loud, nigga. Niggas could have held me in contempt of court, anything. But you know why they didn't? Because niggas ain't had no power over me, my nigga, because I was vibrating on the next level. You heard? My shit come in the courtroom, take my fucking Bible out and be like this. You heard? Just reading my shit. Know what I mean? My mom's be in the court. Ryan, cut that shit out. I'd be like this. Reading my shit, nigga. Straight up. I wasn't mad loud like, yo, but I'm like this. Yeah, man, under my breath, where them niggas could be like, yo, why is your client talking? You can't do nothing, my nigga. I'm vibrating differently, my nigga. And that's another thing. For that psalm shit to really work, you can't beat off, my nigga. You can't have sex and you can't beat off. You can't release no nut. You can't release no type of nut, nigga. You can't release no type of nut. And I'm gonna tell you the science why you can't release the nut. The science behind that is the longer you retain not releasing, the longer you retain that shit, the easier it is to meditate. The easier it is to visualize something. When you keep nutting and all of that, you ain't got no thought power. So when you refrain from that shit and you saying them psalms and you like, nigga, I'm going home, you could start picturing that shit crystal clear in HD. If you keep releasing, when you meditate on that, it's gonna be a blurry picture. It's a little blurry, it ain't gonna come in clear. But when you retain it, nigga, that shit will have your fucking mind so crystal clear that when you meditate, you can taste and touch the shit that you meditating on. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta play, and that's the only way that shit work. It does not work without a sacrifice. You got to sacrifice something. And the main thing you gotta sacrifice is your lower self, because you trying to tap into your higher self. So the higher self ain't gonna give you shit if you still engaging in your lower self activities. They're gonna be like, this nigga ain't serious about it. He don't wanna go home, he wants some pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna work. So you gotta just completely cut yourself off from all of that shit and go into a mental cocoon, my nigga. You feel me? And then you'll see the miracles happen. You heard? But you know. Yeah, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Them affirmations too. Like affirmations, not only the Psalms. I was doing the Psalms, but then I also had a book where at once a day I write 100 times, I am going home. Keywords, I am. You understand what I'm saying? That's the science about the whole I am shit. You know what I mean? When you say I am, you teaching the mind to believe whatever it is that you saying. So you gotta be careful what you say that shit with. When nigga be like, if a nigga say, I am broke, guess what, nigga? You're gonna be broke. You feel what I'm saying? When you're unconsciously saying shit like that, it's gonna be popping. You feel me? So a nigga gotta be careful with the I am shit. But like in that book, The Secret, know what I mean, it's a book that's in stores, Illuminati, so don't think that I'm in here enlightening minds where y'all feel like y'all gotta send a UFO down to kill me right quick. This is on the bookshelf, baby. You heard? But like in that book, The Secret, they spoke about the I am principle, but they dropped a monster jewel that people didn't understand. You supposed to say I am twice. You supposed to say it twice like Moses said it. When Moses said he had a speech impediment and he didn't know how to speak to the people, and he asked God, he said, what do I tell them? And God said, tell them, I am that I am. You feel me? It's not a coincidence that Popeye used to say this shit too. You heard? Son, listen. The nigga told him, tell them I am that I am. The science behind that, like I said, this is in the book The Secret Illuminati, so don't send a gray to come and kidnap me. In The Secret, it says when you want something, you say I am that I am. So it's like boom. I am rich. I am. You heard? You say it, and then you certify it, you stamp it, you confirm it. Like they make you type your email in twice to make sure that it's the correct email. You say, I am rich. I am. I am in perfect health. I am. You heard? That's how you're supposed to use that I am principle. You're supposed to say it twice behind whatever it is you meditating on. So if you locked up in the penitentiary, you gotta say, I am going home. I am. Or I am free. I am. But I like realism. So I say I am going home. I am. My man told me a deep story a long time ago. One of my men, shout out to my bro, he in the feds right now. Know what I mean? But his pops was locked up for a body that I think he didn't do, or he had to do because niggas was trying to kill him or something. And he was locked up for a BO. He was in Comstock, right? And he had his appeal in. And he kept telling his son, I'ma come home. And he like, what you mean? He said, I'ma come home. I'm meditating this shit. I'ma meditate this shit. Yo, this story is so crazy. I don't want to say it because it sound crazy, but the niggas told his pop said, I'ma walk out the door when I come home, and I'm gonna see a lady walking past with a red dress on. You heard? He said, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna come home from jail, I'm gonna beat this case, I'm gonna come home from jail, I'm gonna step out the door, and it's gonna be a lady walking past with a red dress. And that nigga motherfucking meditated on that shit for 7-8 years, my nigga. 7-8 years. And he walked out that motherfucking door. And he told his son, when I walked out the door, I looked, and it was a lady with a red dress walking across the street. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga. You know the mind is a powerful motherfucker, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You know everybody's mind might not have the capabilities to do what other people's minds can do, but the mind is a powerful motherfucker, son. You understand what I'm saying? You can't count it out. You can't count yourself out. No matter, I told y'all, if y'all watch that story, when I was locked up in the drug program, I had given up. Like, I was like, yo, I put myself here, my nigga. I'm like, I put myself here. I gave these niggas 15 dirty urines. I can't, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say the Psalms and go home. I said, man, then I started thinking about that shit. I said, hold on. I'm the only motherfucker in here for weed? I said, these niggas is railroading me. I'm not supposed to be here. I said, fuck it, man. I said, yo, let me get a Bible, man. Got one of them small jail Bibles. Went and got that motherfucking Psalms. Went in the bathroom, nigga, and started saying that shit 100 different times, nigga. Said that shit 100 times. It's my word, nigga. 2 days, whatever went past, next day, whatever. I told this story in detail on my channel. But a nigga motherfucking, them niggas hollered at me, son. I had an iced out crazy ring, son. I had a crazy ring, pinky ring. Know what I mean? My shit was icy. Icy and 14 carats solid. You heard? That shit was chunky. Niggas ratted on me in the drug program because they was hating. Because you don't supposed to have shit like that in the drug program. Because it makes it look like, nigga, I was a drug dealer. Y'all niggas is addicts. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not good for the program. Son, I start saying them Psalms crazily, my nigga. Niggas called me down to the office. Yo, where's that ring that everybody's talking about? I was like, what? They was like, let me see the ring. I let the nigga see the ring. He like, oh, nah, you got to send that shit home. You can't have that here. By the way, what you in here for? I said, weed. He said, nah, I don't mean that. He said, what you locked up for? I said, I got a manslaughter. He said, a manslaughter? He said, you can't be in this program. This is a program for nonviolent offenders. I said, yo, I told him that on intake. I said it like 10 times. He said, yo, they fucked up, man. He said, so you might as well, you pack your shit up, and tomorrow I'm going to discharge you back out to parole. Psalms 35, baby. I'm out of here. Fuck y'all niggas. I came walking back through the hood. Niggas thought they saw a ghost. Niggas like this. I know that ain't. I was like, yeah. Fuck you talking about, nigga? That's that Psalms made niggas rat on me, nigga. That Psalms made niggas rat on me about my ring, nigga. That shit sprung me out the can. If niggas would have never ratted on me about the ring, I would have never went down to see the program director, and he would have never asked me what I was locked up for. You feel what I'm saying? I would have sat up in that shit for 18 months, nigga. And I was going crazy after 30 days. I wasn't making it no 18 months in that program, son. No way, son. No way. Each day was like 5 days. You heard? Each day in that shit was like 5 days in a drug program in Phoenix House? Oh, no. Trust me, you rather go to Rikers Island, my nigga. You know what I mean? But I was like, I had just came home from Rikers Island twice. I couldn't see going back to Rikers Island for the 3rd time. I said, yo, I can't do this shit, bro. And niggas was telling me, yo, just hold your head. In 6 months, they gonna give you a pass and you're gonna be able to go home for the weekend. I'm like, all right, I might could hold my head for the 6 months. But son, every day was like 5 days in that motherfucker, nigga. Real talk. Niggas made niggas do 4 meetings a day, son. Niggas doing 4 or 5 meetings a day, son. Drug counseling meetings where we gotta all come into the group and talk about drug counseling. I'm talking about 4 or 5 times a day, nigga. I'm in here for marijuana. Shit had a nigga ready to hang up, son. I'm like, yo, I can't take this shit, my nigga. But you know what? I needed that shit, and I needed to see how much I was smoking too much weed. I'm gonna keep it real. I was ODing. Shout out to my nigga TL from Vietnam Projects in the Bronx. I was in that shit stressing. That nigga had Black and Miles. Them shits was, I don't smoke Black and Miles now, but at that time, man, listen, I was smoking them motherfucking Black and Miles 100 miles an hour, nigga. Stressing. Manny Gomez, what's poppin'? Will Castro, what's really good? Review Report, what's poppin'? W. Williams, what's really good? Q Mitchell, what's populating? Crazy Bailey, what up? Brooklyn Legend Fruit Corn, what's populating? Wise, I see you with the building, what's really good? Peace. Mr. Big Mike 718, what's poppin'? Yeah, man, you know what I mean? And then that book too, Danny Piffin, was really God Black, was popping. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that book Acts of Faith too, man. Like that book Acts of Faith by that black chick who I could never remember her name. But that book Acts of Faith, man, that shit did something to me. Like, you know, I was in the tombs. This is before I got put onto the Psalms. I was in the tombs. And I forgot, I don't know if somebody else had the book. I don't know how I got the book, but I got that shit. Oh, I think I had somebody send me, I told somebody to send me some books, I think. And that was one of the books that I got first or something like that. I can't remember how I got that book, but I got the motherfucking book, Acts of Faith. I read that shit. I was like, that shit changed my whole mind state. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. That shit changed. I thought I was going back up north. I was stressed. I read that shit. I said, nigga, I ain't going back up north. I'm fighting this shit nail and tooth, nigga. Fuck out of here. You heard? I beat parole, nigga. That shit hard to beat parole, son. I beat them niggas. Psalms 35 and 71, nigga. And not just that, but law library too. You got, you know what I mean? The universe helps those who help themselves. Nigga, I was in that law library. They had to kick me out the law library every day. I was in HDM. Forget about it, nigga. Lived in that law library, nigga. Lived in there. Police came to me and was like, Johnston, look, man, you could come to law library every day because it go by block. 5 block only had law library twice a week. That shit wasn't enough for me, nigga. So them niggas was like, yo, you could come to law library every day, man. Now I mean, just come in, we ain't gonna say nothing. I said, all right, say no more. Nigga, I was in that shit crazy, nigga. Me and that nigga Just. Niggas used to be in that shit all day. But I was in there studying for real, my nigga. Studying parole law for real, for real. Come and find out these niggas do all type of shit they don't supposed to do on parole. You could beat these niggas because they stay breaking the law. You heard? First thing I found out, your parole officer's partner cannot search your residence. Only your assigned parole officer could do a home search. Nigga, I was locked up. My parole officer was on vacation and his partner came in and searched my shit and found shit. You feel me? I said, oh, no. No, no, no. Nigga, I was in a parole court like Johnny Cochran, nigga. You heard? You couldn't tell me I wasn't Johnny Cochran in that bitch. I was coming in there with a whole big folder. Excuse me, Your Honor. According to parole law, chapter 24 in the case of Smith versus the state of Louisiana. Nigga, I was saying everything in that bitch. I'm like, New York state law, chapter 3, 1614, parole law, according to New York, it clearly states, Your Honor. Son, I was airing them niggas out, son. They don't care. You still gonna get found guilty at that preliminary hearing, nigga. You go into that Rikers Island parole court, nigga. You don't want to go to parole court on Rikers Island. You don't want to get woke up at 5:30 in the morning. Son, that shit, niggas is waking you up at 5:30 in the morning, son, to go to parole court on Rikers Island. That's a 3-minute bus ride from your house. I'm like, my nigga, why the fuck I gotta get up at 5:30 and go in the gym and all of that crazy shit? Matter of fact, that was when I was in OBCC, I think, or C73, I can't remember. But niggas making you go to parole court on the island, but they wake you up at the same time they wake all the other court niggas up. I'm like, son, y'all waking me up at 5:30 in the morning to go to a court that's 3 minutes away, nigga. Y'all might as well come get me at 8 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not how things work. So you gotta sit in that motherfucking bullpen all day until they decide to take you over to parole court. Then when you go to parole court, you in the bullpen again. You understand? With a bunch of miserable niggas that just got caught, got 18 months and they going back up top, nigga. And when you category 1 like me with a violent crime, nigga, you getting the full 18 months or whatever it is, the maximum they could violate you on. You heard? That's a whole new bid. Parole court shit, I had you stressed out, my nigga. But I beat them bastards. Sonny Carson was papping. Beats by the guard was papping. Yeah, that drug program shit is torture, my nigga. And then it's 2 Phoenix, I don't know about now, because this was 100 years ago, but it was 2 Phoenix houses in the Bronx. One of them was super strict, and one of them was mad laid back. I was in both. The super strict shit, they got me out of there, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have lasted there, I would have been back up north. I wouldn't have lasted in the strict joint, my nigga. As soon as I come through the door, I see my son Choco from Douglas Projects, that nigga like this. Soon as I step in the fucking program, I see this nigga like this coming down the stairs. I'm like, yo. Every time I'm locked up, I see this nigga. HDM, OBCC, C73. Every time I'm locked up, I see this nigga. I come in the drug program, this nigga coming down the stairs, mad brolic like this. He like, son, you ain't gonna stay here, son. I said, what you mean? He said, you're not built for this, bro. You're not gonna make it. I'm telling you now. That nigga told me straight up. He said, son, you ain't gonna make it here, son. I said, wow, son. He said, son, these niggas, we doing like 6 meetings a day, my nigga. We doing like 6 meetings a day, nigga. This shit is like military camp. I said, yeah, man. Luckily, nigga, whatever happened, They said, yo, we moving you over to the other Phoenix house. I said, thank you, man. The other Phoenix house is a little bit laid back, but you still doing about 4-5 meetings a day, nigga. You heard? But the other shit, niggas come and checking your mattress, your sheet. If a quarter don't bounce off your mattress, nigga, you getting rid up. You getting written up. Your snitch game gotta be on. They make you snitch, nigga. Like I told you. So you gotta find a partner, and you get one of your mans and you say, yo, look, son, you snitch on me, you fake snitch on me, and I fake snitch on you. And that's the only way you getting out the program, nigga. Cause if they force you, in order to get enough points to make it out of the program, you have to have a certain level of snitchery on your shit. So the only way that's gonna work is you're gonna have to find a partner and y'all lie on each other just to get out the program. You feel what I'm saying? So niggas will be like, yo, son, look, I'ma say you left your bed unmade, and you say that, hold on, niggas ringing my doorbell. Yeah, so niggas be like, yo, son, I'ma say you ain't your bed up, and you say that, I ain't clean off the sink after I brushed my teeth in the morning. I be like, all right. And you got to stand for the meeting, yo. The nigga Jackson, man, he ain't leave his bed. He ain't do his bed this morning. Shit is torture, my nigga. Shit is torture. So you and your man got to constantly come up with a new lie every day. Like, you understand what I'm saying? All right, son. So today, say that I ain't push my sneakers under my bed. And I'm gonna tell them niggas that you was playing your Walkman mad loud. You feel me? That's the only way you're getting out of that program, my nigga. That shit is demonic. You know what I mean? So luckily they got me the fuck up out of there. Cause if you ain't got no man, if you don't fuck with nobody, you got some niggas, they'll just rat on you, period. Like, and they'll come to you later and be like, yo, my fault, my nigga, I'm trying to get up out of here. It ain't nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. They just going, tell you to fix your bed or whatever. Like, you be like, nah, I can't do that. I gotta have a partner that he know me and I know him, because it ain't gonna be no random niggas just saying, yo, you didn't make your bed. Now we're gonna get it on. You feel what I'm saying? Postman 617, what's poppin'? VG Talent. So yeah, it be a lot of niggas talking that snitch shit. You go in one of them drug programs, nigga. Listen, you not getting out that bitch unless you get a snitch partner. And then y'all gotta front like y'all don't fuck with each other around the counselors like that. Cause then they get hip to it. They be like, man, y'all niggas is y'all just motherfucking running your mouth to get out the program. So while the counselor's around, you gotta act like you don't fuck with your man and shit. Like, he be sitting over there, you be sitting over here for the shit to work. That shit is whack. Yeah. You a different type of nigga if in 2022, you still selling bootleg DVDs, you a different type of nigga, my nigga. Cause I can't remember the last time I saw a DVD player, my nigga. Nigga setting up the bootleg DVDs right quick, like. I thought that was over with, son. Nigga different out here. Yurt? Nigga stuck. My pops is the type of nigga that he still got a DVD connect, like. Yurt? A nigga like 70. A nigga be like this. Did you see, I got the Sopranos, the whole shit. Like, how you get that? My God. Nigga be pulling out bootleg DVDs in 2022, like, that nigga different. But look, that nigga out there with them DVDs for real. And these niggas right here selling empanadas. I used to be falling victim to them cheese shits, but the amount of grease y'all niggas is frying that shit in, nigga, I need an air fryer, Lord. Cause that nigga got the whole block smelling like grease, my nigga. The whole 2-block radius smell like straight vegetable oil, nigga. You gotta get an air fryer, Lord. It's 2022, man. You killing niggas out here. Killing niggas with them deep fried cheese patties. Like how unhealthy can one item be? Niggas selling deep fried cheese patties. Them shit's knocking niggas off out here. I done bought about 5 or 6 of those off the nigga though. I ain't even gonna hold you. That nigga out here doing things. Word. Yeah, I'm over here by Marble Hill, man. You know what I mean? In the Britadonks, you heard? Word is Bon Jovel. It's 2 pizza shops on this block right here that's outstanding. Dead ass serious. It's 2 pizza shops on this block that they pizza is different. But this shit up here, it ain't, I don't even know if it's open this early. But it's a pizza shop up this block, nigga. Son, them niggas got the old school 1985 slices of pizza. And I'ma keep it 100 with you. I'ma keep it a buck with you, bro. It's a real Italian pizza shop, right? Bro, the Italian woman who runs that pizza shop, son, she about 55 years old, son. She bad. Her body, I just gotta call a spade black. She is bad, son. Nigga go in there to get a slice just to see her. I'ma keep it real with you. Nigga go get a slice just to have a look at her. Facts. Straight up. Nah, man. But yo, man, I'ma holler back at y'all dudes when I'm about to drop this episode. I might pop back online. I might pop back on live at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock or something, man. Drop this new episode that I'm about to drop. You heard? I'm about to go handle some scandal, and then I'm going back to the crib, try to knock out another episode right quick. You heard? So we on deck, man. E King, what's poppin'? C Graph, what's poppin'? Black Beach, what's poppin'? Ja Brim, what up? My mouth dumb dry. If I got the powdered donuts, my fault. Double R, what up? Sean Williams, what's poppin'? 1104, what's poppin'? Casino 3000 was really. VG Talent was poppin'. Yeah, man, I'm gonna scream back at y'all dudes, man. All Wars was poppin'. I'm about to go make some moves, man, but I'll be back on like 2, 3 o'clock before this episode come out. Yersk? Marcus Williams, I see you.